breaking immigration update for green card holders in the United States. A new discussion around a so-called citizens-only rule is raising serious questions for millions of immigrants. Could this affect benefits, opportunities, or even long-term stability for lawful, permanent residents? Today, we're going to break down what's really happening and what it could mean for immigrants across America. Edward welcomes you to Global Entry News, your trusted source for the latest updates on U.S. immigration, green cards, visas, and USCIS policies. Right now, immigration policy discussions are once again moving to the center of national debate in Washington. Lawmakers and policy groups are reviewing several proposals that could potentially change how certain government programs and benefits are accessed. One of the ideas getting the most attention is what many people are calling a citizens-only approach. The basic concept behind this idea is that certain government benefits or programs should prioritize U.S. citizens first. Supporters of the proposal argue that because government resources are limited, those resources should primarily be directed towards citizens. For millions of lawful permanent residents, commonly known as green card holders, this discussion has created uncertainty and concern. Green card status still provides the legal right to live and work permanently in the United States. However, when conversations about eligibility for government programs begin, many immigrants naturally start asking questions about what the future could look like. Before we go further, if you follow U.S. immigration updates or you're a green card holder planning your future in America, make sure to subscribe to Global Entry News, like this video, and share it with friends and family who rely on accurate immigration information. Staying informed is one of the most important things immigrants can do when policies begin to evolve. Now, it's important to understand one key point. The discussions happening right now do not automatically change existing law. In the United States, new policies must go through a long legislative process before they can become law. That process includes committee reviews, debates in Congress, and final approvals. This means that proposals often take months or even years to move through the system, and some never become law at all. However, these discussions are still important because they show the direction policymakers may be considering when it comes to future immigration policy. Green card holders have long played a critical role in the American economy. Across the country, lawful permanent residents work in key industries such as healthcare, technology, construction, agriculture, and small business development. Many immigrants have built successful careers, started companies, purchased homes, and raised families in communities across the United States. Because of these contributions, immigration policy discussions often include economic considerations as well. Researchers and economists frequently point out that immigrants help support workforce stability and economic growth in many sectors. Supporters of stricter eligibility rules argue that prioritizing citizens for certain programs could ensure that public resources are directed primarily toward those who hold U.S. citizenship. Some policymakers also believe that such policies could encourage more permanent residents to pursue naturalization, the process of becoming a U.S. citizen. On the other hand, many immigration experts and community organizations emphasize that lawful permanent residents already contribute significantly to the tax system. Green card holders pay income taxes, Social Security contributions, and many other forms of taxation while actively supporting the American economy. Because of this, critics of the citizens-only concept argue that limiting access to certain programs could create unnecessary barriers for individuals who are already legally living and contributing in the United States. This debate highlights a broader question that has existed within U.S. immigration policy for decades. how to balance the rights of citizens with the role and contributions of permanent residents. Historically, the United States has provided green card holders with many rights and protections, while reserving certain privileges, such as voting in federal elections, exclusively for citizens. Immigration policy, however, has always evolved over time. Changes in political leadership, economic priorities, and public opinion can influence how lawmakers approach immigration reform. For many permanent residents, these policy discussions also highlight the importance of long-term immigration planning. One of the most commonly discussed options is naturalization. Through this process, eligible green card holders can apply to become U.S. citizens after meeting certain residency and legal requirements. Citizenship offers the highest level of immigration security in the United States. Naturalized citizens gain the ability to vote in elections, apply for certain government positions, sponsor additional family members for immigration, and enjoy the full protections of U.S. law. Because of these advantages, immigration attorneys often encourage eligible permanent residents to explore the possibility of becoming citizens once they meet the requirements. At the same time, it's important to recognize that millions of green card holders live successfully in the United States for many years without immediately pursuing citizenship. Their legal status allows them to work, travel internationally with proper documentation, and maintain long-term residence in the country. However, immigration discussions like the one happening now serve as a reminder that immigration policies can evolve, and staying informed remains essential. Another important part of the immigration conversation involves family stability. Many immigrants live in mixed-status families, where some members are U.S. citizens while others hold green cards or temporary visas. Because of this, policy discussions affecting permanent residents can have ripple effects across entire households and communities. Analysts say that the coming months could be important for immigration policy debates as lawmakers continue discussing broader policy reforms. Immigration news can change quickly as new proposals are introduced and congressional discussions move forward. For viewers following these developments, the most important takeaway is simple: stay informed and rely on credible sources. Community organizations, immigration attorneys, and official government resources continue to provide guidance that helps immigrants understand policy discussions and prepare responsibly for the future. Ultimately, the conversation around the citizens-only concept reflects a broader national debate about immigration priorities in the United States. While opinions differ among policymakers, the legislative process ensures that proposals are carefully reviewed and debated before any major changes take place. For green card holders across the country, immigration experts consistently emphasize the same message: remain informed, understand your rights, and plan strategically for the future. If you want to stay updated on U.S. immigration news, green card updates, visa policy changes, and USCIS developments, make sure to subscribe to Global Entry News, like this video, and share it with others who want reliable immigration information. Your support helps Global Entry News continue delivering clear and accurate updates that matter to immigrant communities across America. This is Edward, and you're watching Global Entry News. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next immigration update.